Well, I came off the main motorway, although you can go by motorways the whole way, as I said earlier. I just got to a point where I thought, well, I haven't been down that old road for such a long time, and I've got so many memories attached to it, that it'd be nice to actually see what it looks like today. Oh, dead pheasant. So I just came off, and yeah, a lot of things have changed. You know, there's a lot of things that have been built on this, things that I can remember. I have to pull back and reactivate old synapses and things in order to get them to remember precisely where I am and what sort of things I've done here before. If anything, there are things I just simply don't remember, and they're probably fairly new or newly branded or newly painted or something, so that I'm not remembering them for what they were. I came down this road honestly enough to know everything that there used to be on it, buildings wise and signposts wise, as well, for that matter. So it certainly has a familiar feel to it, but there's a lot of new stuff, and there were some bits where there's some really nice stuff being built, and I've sort of been enjoying every kilometre, which I certainly can't say about the motorway drive. That's good to get you, a good piece of the journey, but I think a journey these days, especially when I'm on holiday, it's not really a fun thing just to be on the motorway, and I'm going to, make it a rule anyway, generally driving, and if I can only afford the time, because you're still going forward, you're still going along the trajectory, only slower. Now I'm going at about 80, and I was going about 140, so that slows me right down, but it's still going forward, and the difference is just enjoyment. Yeah, the fact that you can see things, see how the country's coming on a little bit, not just the bit that you live in. And that's the point of driving, isn't it? Otherwise I could have taken the train. With the train you just get one window. You can probably see a bit out the other side with somebody's head in the way, but you just, generally speaking, get one window to look out of. You whiz past it. The speed at which you take it's up to the train, sometimes rather fast. Okay, you can work, and so then you've got your head down, you probably miss half of it anyway. When you've got your head up, well, you never know what you're going to get, because you're just next to an embankment. Normally all you get is grass, and sometimes you get into industrial sort of like backwaters, where things look pretty scrappy really, whereas you get the best of the country, I think, going along some of these roads. These roads used to be the main road. This road once was the main road through Europe. Now it's a backwater again because the motorway got built. So now it's like a kind of back end of beyond sort of place. Cars used to whiz down here because there was such a weight of traffic. Now everybody's taking it nice and, well, most people, not that guy clearly, but a lot of people are just taking it nice and easy. Because if you wanted to go fast, well, then you can pay a few pennies and use the motorway anyway. So this is more for just local access. There's some people obviously on it which are still in a bit of a hurry. Perhaps they're on here because they're locals, but they want to go fast anyway. And the road will allow you to go quite quickly. I've seen that before, all lit up in November, when they have, at the 1st of November, their annual grave visitation in Poland. I just wanted to let you know, I'm not going to film much of this, but just to let you know how, it's sometimes nice, especially if you're using motorways which bypass areas that you used to visit. It's interesting to go back and use that old road again, see how things have changed. There are things that would have been by the old road which now are no longer commercially viable, and they've changed. Yeah, and also you can now farm, because there's much less traffic on it. You can farm safely much closer to the road. It becomes more valuable farming land if it's not next to a very busy road. So as the road got less busy, the farmland next to it also became more productive. Unless you like metals and things, lead and what have you, in the crop. So yeah, 1,500 meters. There's also more energy, more windmills everywhere than when there used to be when I used to come here regularly. I remember, when I say regularly, I mean when Sophie was born in Poznan 14 years ago, because she's 14 years of age now, and also the point when she was, you know, still in her mummy's tummy. I used to use this road a lot because we didn't have that other road then. It was being built at that time, but we didn't have it, so everything came through this. And but it really does have a different feel. The brand on the petrol station might have been different. I can't remember whether it was or not. Shell's obviously an old brand. I remember it from when I was at university still, and before, when I was first driving. Lukoil, of course, is a Russian brand, and only after Sophie was born that appeared in Poland at all. You wouldn't have seen in the year 2000, I don't think, any Lukoils in Poland. I don't remember any. I remember only noticing them after I came back from Russia, saying, hey, look, this looks like a Russian brand, because I know Lukoil from the Russian brand. I remember seeing any of them before having gone out there. So that was 2001 to 2003 back then. So before that, I don't remember seeing any of them here. This I seem to remember. It's just gone through a red light. PWR 23324A. Why do I even bother? I remember that little place there with it sort of like, look about it like a little castle, but I don't know whether it wasn't quite as nicely painted up, I don't think, because I would remember that, and it didn't have that little Shashlicek name. I probably would have remembered that as well. But the shape of the road at this point I kind of remember. Come on. Anyway, I'm not going to do all of this because I'll have nothing left to do the polyglots thing with.